What's up, guys? $20 Bandit. Got the gloves on, you know what that means. Knife review. Got something new in the mail today from Knifecenter of the internet, and that's knifecenter.com. It's the Ontario Rat Model 2. You can see that right there. Bam. Which is a smaller version of its big brother, the Rat 1 folder. There's the, I don't know what they call that, coyote or flat dark earth. The black coated blade. It's a very nice knife. It's an excellent, large EDC knife. It's got a good sized blade on it, chimping on the back blade, etc., etc. It weighs in at, drum roll, 4.9 ounces. And this is one of my favorites. I have a couple of them. Here's the brown model. There's the black. And these come with a nylon handle. I'm sorry, this is not the Rat 1. It's called the Model 1. And that probably has something to do with Ontario split with Randall's Adventure Training. But anyways, here's the Rat 2. Scott, I haven't even opened it. Well, I lied. I opened it up and cleaned the blade because I can't stand dirty blades. But here is the Rat. Man, I keep saying that. I probably shouldn't. It's the Ontario Model 2, which is a scaled down version of their Model 1. Here's its big brother right here. You can see for size comparison, it's probably about an inch shorter. I got the black coated blade. The knife is, the blade length on the knife is 3 inches. The overall length of the knife is 7 inches. And it's got, they're using their Aussate steel, which I love. It's a good, easily field sharpenable metal for knife blade. It's a, I think it's a HRC is somewhere 57 to 59. This comes out of Taiwan, unfortunately, but what are you going to do? And the cost is about $27. But you can see, even on this scaled down model, it's got good jimping on the back blade. It's a nylon handle. This one actually has decent traction on it. I know I got the gloves on, but the its bigger brother has the less traction. So there's a little bit more detail to this. It's got rounded shoulders on the nylon handle. It's a tip up, tip down carry, right or left handed. And it's got a pretty nice pocket clip. It rides fairly deep in the pocket. You can see there's still about a ½ inch to 1/4 of an inch sticking out. There's a lanyard hole large enough for .550 to fit through. It's got the pillar design. There has not been any lightening of the frame there on the inside. It's like I said, it's a pretty small package for I think, what is it, close length, probably about 4 inches, something like that. It's a nice little EDC knife, a good pocket knife, so to speak, that you can carry around with you every day. And God forbid if you had to, I mean, you don't have a whole lot of blade to work with there, but you could press it up as far as POU as a tactical defense or just defense. Like I said, it's got the liner lock. Not sure what they use for coating material on the blade. Pocket clip is black. It's a blacked out knife. It looks good. They're probably going to ban it. It's going to be another assault weapons ban. It's going to include all black knives. You can see it's got the logo there imprinted on the pocket clip. Good retention on that pocket clip. Really good, actually. And as far as blade centering goes, that's pretty darn good, if not perfect. Overall, the fit and finish on this knife, I'm impressed. It's a nicely put together knife. You can break it down to clean it. You can see that would be very easy. There's not a whole lot to obstruct you from cleaning this knife out, even if you had it open. And it's got the Randall Adventure Training logo printed on the blade. And there you can see Model 2 Aus-8 steel. It's got an ambi thumb stud and really good ergonomics. The blade is, my hand is, like I've told you before, it's probably about average size. You could use a little bit more real estate on that handle. There's no finger choil on the bottom, so you're not choking up with this, but really, I mean, you probably wouldn't have to just because the blade length is only 3 inches. But I saw this at the SHOT Show, and pretty awesome little deal. I've been waiting for them to come out. This one just came out through Knifecenter. I think probably about a week ago. I lagged a little bit in getting it. There's its big brother again, so you can see comparatively. There you go. You can see the size difference. I'd say it's about an inch. Pop these blades out. And then overall is probably closer to 2 inches. But really, I've always liked the Model 1. It's definitely one of my favorites. And the Model 2 to come out is kind of perfect. It's like SOG does this really well. They've got the larger Flash 2, which is the big brother of the Flash 1, and then the Mini Aegis is the little brother of the Aegis. So that brings us kind of to the next thing. By the way, $27.95. So really good deal. Taiwanese made, but you know, what do you want for 27 bucks? So we'll jump into some competitive options. Stolen directly from Nut and Fancy along with the POU thing. Competitive options, there's the Flash 1, which I consider to be a little bit too small of a knife to EDC, just for me. I bought the Flash 1 and the Mini Aegis to give to my son someday so he can have a smaller version of my knife, but of course you're paying a little bit more here. It's about 40 bucks, and it's got the assisted opening. This is a combo blade. It's a 5.75 inch overall length, 2.5 blade on the blade, which is, like I said, a little bit short, and it's got the black tie-and-eye finish on it. I think the handle material on these is FRN, and it's Aus-8 steel, which is awesome. This knife runs about 40 bucks. Then you go, we'll just stay within the SOG family, you go to the Mini Aegis. Oh, I got the safety on. My God, that's embarrassing. All right, there you go. Bam. And this is a really good looking knife. It's one of my favorites. The larger model, the Aegis. But this one is 7.1 overall inches and 3-inch blade. So this is, for me, a good size EDC knife. It's a black tie-and-eye finish again on the blade. And this is Aus-8 steel and an FRN handle with inserts. It's got rubber inserts in here, which gives it like pretty good traction. And it's got, I think, a price of about 50 bucks. That's a little bit spendy. Really good jimping on the back blade. There's another excellent competitive option. The SOG Mini Aegis. And then we'll go Spyderco. There's the Ambitious. And this is the 8CR13 MOV blade steel. An overall dimension. This one happens to be the limited edition blue G10 handle. But it's overall it's 5.8, 2.25 inch blade, I believe, G10 handle. Like I said, 8CR13 MOV blade steel. And these are about 35 bucks. You can see this is pretty much different. It's the same style of knife. It's got the liner lock, and then it just has a leaf style blade instead of the drop point. Good jimping on the back blade. On the thumb ramp right here is really steep on this knife. This is a very cool knife. I don't use it very often because it's in my blue collection of Ambitious, but this is tip up, tip down, right or left hand carry with a deployment hole. Look at all these knives, man. Then we're going to go to another favorite and commonly reviewed knife on YouTube, the Delica 4, and this is a FFG, the FFG model. And this one is, I believe, 7.1 inches and then 2.8 inches on the blade. And it's an FRN handle, gray. In this case, there's multiple colors available on this. VG10 blade steel. Again, really nice knife, good jimping on that thumb ramp. And there's your FRN. It's got the bi-directional grip pattern on it. It's got a fairly chunky pocket clip. Good retention on that pocket clip though, and it buries fairly deep in the pocket. Another favorite. These are about 60 bucks though, so you're getting up there in cost. It's got the Boyd dent in the back lock there, which you can kind of give or take. Now I know I'm getting ridiculous, right? Competitive option. The Spyderco Cali 3 Super Blue. Yeah, right, 20. That's what you're thinking. You're out of your friggin' mind. Yep, I love this knife. I've reviewed it. There's a whole video just on this knife. Jimping, front finger choil, thumb ramp. This thing's awesome. I love it. You can choke up on that. Love the striations in the blade metal. Aogami Super Blue. Probably my favorite steel. Wire pocket clip. Love that. Excellent retention on that pocket clip. Super deep carry. Can't even see it. It's got the back blade, the back lock with the Boyd dent, and this is a Sal Glesser design. Love him. Thank you, Sal. Love this knife, man. I'm glad that you like the Great G10 and the Super Blue Steel as much as I do. And you re-release this. Cali 3.5 Super Blue is getting really hard to get. But this one, whoa, I almost dropped it. This knife comes in, it's just over 7 inches in blade length, of overall. 3 inches of blade length, G10, Super Blue, Gray G10, Super Blue Steel, Aogami, leaf style blade, deployment hole. But this knife, obviously, you know, you're not getting this for 30 bucks. More like 130. Oh my God. So another competitive option, and you actually might even consider this one. Depends on what kind of knife you like to carry. Because remember, I don't know if I told you, but this knife right here weighs in at 2.7 ounces. That's super light too, by the way. It should be a little bit lighter for its size, but you know, this is a burly knife, man. I don't know if that's the word burly, but this is a really tough knife. I've got another one of these I didn't bring out. It's beat to hell that I've just absolutely thrashed on, and it still works just as good as the day I bought it. And the Tenacious, see, this knife weighs in at 4.2 ounces. This is another competitive option. Similar, I forget what the blade length is on this. I believe it's 3 1/4, so it's a little bit bigger. About the same price point though. Well, it used to be. Now it's about 45 bucks, but when I first got it, it was like 30. Similar design, tip up, tip down, right or left hand. Some good jimping on that back blade, and not quite as deep a pocket carry. Similar construction, although this one's light. So anyways, I just want to let you guys check this out. I just got it. It's brand new, it just came out. It was out at the SHOT Show this year, 2013, and I think it was just released like probably 2 or 3 weeks ago. But that is the illustrious Ontario Model 2 knife. Little brother to the Model 1. And there's a really good look at it. It is literally a scaled down version of the Model 1. Almost in every detail. Exactly the same. And just one more comment. This knife is embarrassingly dull. I mean, literally, see how much pressure I'm putting on that? Any of my other knives, once I've had them in my possession, that would cut right through the finger of the glove. So you can see, here, look at that. See that? Doesn't even cut the rubber on the glove. This thing is dull. It's an embarrassment. How can you send a knife out like that? So anyways, get your Edge Pro Apex or your Lansky or your Stone out as soon as you get it, and sharpen yourself a blade. Alright, that's it guys. There it is one more time. Ontario Model 2, $20 Bandit.